Stuart Hall and Sheena left the yard with a 21, and that's a 21 only. On camp now, we have 53, Georgia Lynch and Ella at the gate, 54, Casey Hayes, Sassy, 55, Michael Hiscock, Mewburn, Buick, 56, Georgia Lynch and Rooster. Georgia Lynch and Ella leave the yard with a camp score of 22 points. Georgia Lynch and Ella had scores of 22, a 56 and 3 for a total of 81. On camp now, we have 54, Casey Hayes and Sassy at the gate, 55, Michael Hiscock, Mewburn Buick, 56 will be George again with the next round of Rooster, 57, Carly Grills, 58, Riley Quinn, 59 will be Andrew Cotter. Mewburn Buick and Michael Hiscock left the yard with a 22, and that's a 22 only. We'll just wait. George has a second ride there that she had to take off her dad's. On camp now, we're watching number 57, Carly Grills and Berragoon Sia. 58 at the gate will be Riley Quinn and Wiley. 59, Andrew Cotter. 60, Clancy Moore. 61, Ab Finlayson. We go to 62, Georgia Lynch. 63, Morgan Webb. 64, Grant Carroll. Carly Grills and Berragoon Sia leave the yard with a camp score of 22. That's a 22 only there for Carly. On camp now, we're watching number 58, Riley Quinn and Wiley at the gate. 59, Andrew Cotter. Riley left with a 21, and that's a 21 only. On camp now, we're watching number 59, Andrew Cotter and Penny at the gate. 60, Clancy Moore, Kingston Trimbling. 61 will be Ab Finlayson, Dog Willie Coco. 62, Georgia Lynch. 63, Morgan Webb. 64, Grant Carroll. 65, Edwina Warby. Abby Finlayson and Dog Willie Coco left the yard with a camp score of 21. Abby Finlayson and Dog Willie Coco had scores of 21, a 56 and 3 for a total of 80. On camp now we have competitor number 62, Georgia Lynch and Rooster. 63 at the gate will be Morgan Webb, 64 Grant Carroll, 65 will be Whedon Warby, 66 Steve Condell, 67 will be Sean Lynch. Georgia and Rooster left the yard with a 21, and that was a 21 only.
Hello.
Morgan Webb and Bialy Bliss had scores of 22, a 63 and 4 for a total of 89. Grant Carroll and Berragoon Conspiracy leaves the yard with a camp score of 16. That was a 16 and a 16 only there for Grant. On camp now, we have 65 Edwina Warby and Dakota, 66 at the gate, Steve Condell, Condover Treat, 67 Sean Lynch, Memphis, 68 Jeremy Storia, Knipes Ransom, 69 Travi Bandy, 70 will be Aaron Graham, 71 Jess Ward. Steve Condell and Condover Treat leave the yard with a camp score of 21. Jeremy Storia and Canipes Ransom left with a 22, and that's a 22 only. On camp now, we have competitor 69, Traby Bandy, Condover Contessa, 70 at the gate, Aaron Gray and Brown Bale, 71, Jess Ward, 72, Michael Hiscock, Berragoon, Floozy, 73, M Webb, Royal Time to Fly, 74 will be Jade French, 75, Lucky Sim, 76, Julia Stewart. Traby Bandy and Condover Contessa leave the yard with a camp score of 22. Traby Bandy and Condover Contessa had scores of 22, a 63 and 4 for a total of 89. Aaron Graham and Brown Vale left with a 20, and that's a 20 only. Jess Ward and Acres of Pearl left with a 15, and that's a 15 only. On camp now, we have 72, Michael Hiscock, Berragoon Floozy at the gate, 73, Emma Webb, Royal Time to Fly, 74 will be Jade French, 75, Lockie Sims, 76, Julia Stewart, 77, Nick Rowe. Michael Hiscock and Berragoon Floozy leave the yard with a camp score of 21. Emma Webb and Royal Time to Fly leave the yard with a camp score of 22 points. Emma Webb and Royal Time to Fly had scores of 22, a 62 and 4 for a total of 88. In camp, we're watching number 74, Jade French, and Kingsfield, Just a Gigolo. Bad luck there to Jade. Lockie Sim and No More Rain left the yard with a camp score of 22. Nick Rowe and Orange leave the yard with a camp score of 23. Charlie Trarlington and Royal Vortex had a 21, and that was a 21 only. In camp now, we have number 80, Dennis Haywood, Acton's Acres at the gate, 81, Chris Anderson, 82 will be Boz Davidson, 83, Trent Boulay. Dennis and Acton's Acres leaves the yard with a camp score of 22. And that's a 22 only. Chris Anderson and Remix Giggles leaves the yard with a 21, and that's a 21 only. On camp now, we have 82, Boz Davidson and Berragoon at Berry at the gate. 83, Trent Boulay, Kinky Bar. 84, Travi Bandy, Hazelwood Weapon. 85 will be Aaron Graham. 86, Brad Dawn. 87, Anthony Yu. Boz and Berragoon at Berry leaves the yard with a camp score of 16. And that's a 16 only. Yeah, she was.
Hello.
On camp now, we're watching number 83, Trent Boulay and Kinky Bar. At the gate, 84, Travi Bandy and Hazelwood Weapon. 85 will be Aaron Graham. 86, Brad Dawn. 87, Anthony Yu. 88, Dan Lindley. 89, Sarah Chamberlain. That was a 21 and a 21 only there for Trent. On camp now, we have 84, Trav Bandy, Hazelwood Weapon. At the gate, 85, Aaron Graham. 86, Brad Dawn. 87, Anthony Yu. 88, Dan Lindley. We have 117 competitors in this open. We will then go straight on with our Stallion shootout, followed by our open final. Travi Bandy, Hazelwood Weapon went out with a 22, and that's a 22 only. On camp now, we have 85, Aaron Graham and Brown Vogue. At the gate, 86, Brad Dawn. 87, Anthony Yu. 88, Dan Lindley. 89, Sarah Chamberlain. 90 will be Claire Lindley.
Oh.
In our yard now, we go to competitor number 88, Dan Lindley and Ashcut Gold Dust. 89 at the gate, Sarah Chamberlain Condover Trickster. 90 will be Claire Lindley, Yarvin Moore Chrome. 91 Casey Hayes. 92 Michael Hiscock. 93 Daniel Trarlington. Dan Lindley and Ashcott Gold Dust left with a 22, and that's a 22 only. On camp now we have 89, Sarah Chamberlain, Condover Trickster. 90 at the gate, Claire Lindley, Yarvin Moore Chrome. 91, Casey Hayes. 92, Michael Hiscock. 93 will be Neil Trarlington. 94, Buzz Davidson. 95, Morgan Webb. 96, Jade French. We have 117 competitors in this open. We will then go on with our Stallions. Claire Lindley and Yarvin Moore Chrome leave the yard with a camp score of 22. Claire Lindley and Yarvin Moore Chrome had scores of 22 at 57 and 3 for a total of 82. On camp now, we have number 91, Casey Hayes and Z at the gate. 92, Michael Hiscock, Mewburn Solution. 93, Daniel Trarlington, Royal Insignia. 94, Buzz Davidson, Berragoon Swooping. 95 will be Morgan Webb. 96, Jade French. 97, Emma Webb. Bad luck there to Casey and Z. We sort out our yard. We then go to number 92, Michael Hiscock, Newburn Solution, 93, Daniel Charlton, 94, Boz Davidson, 95, Morgan Webb, 96 will be Jade French, 97, M Webb, 98, Callum Hughes. Michael Hiscock and Newburn Solution leave the yard with a camp score of 22. In the yard, we have 93, Daniel Charlton, Royal Insignia. 94, Boz Davidson, Berragoon Swooping. 95, Morgan Webb. That's a 22 and a 22 only for Michael. Lockie Sim and Destiny's Cherry had scores of 22, a 60 and 4 for a total of 86. On camp now we have 100 Grant Withers and Juicy 101 at the gate, Darcy O'Sullivan, 102 Wayne Woods, 103 Travis Bandy, 104 Carly Grills, 105 Georgia Lynch, 106 will be Link Smith. On camp now, we're watching 102 Wayne Woods and Relders Oscar at the gate, 103 Travis Bandy, Eskdale West Smartcon, 104 will be Carly Grills, 105 Georgia Lynch, 106 Link Smith, 107 is out, so 108 to Jeremy Storio, 109 Steve Condell, 110 Neville Ray. We have 117 competitors in this open. We will then go on with our Stallion shootout, followed by our open final. We will work some numbers out and figure out what we have in our open final very shortly. We are watching 102 Wayne Woods and Relders Oscar. They leave the yard with a camp score of 19. Travi Bandy and Estelle West Smartcon left the yard with a camp score of 23 points. Trav Bandy and Estelle West Smartcon had scores of 23 at 61 and 4 for a total of 88. On camp now, 104 Carly Grills and Berragoon Camilla at the gate, 105 Georgia Lynch 4X, 106 be Link Smith, MC One Time Heaven, 107 is out. So 108 Jeremy Storia, 109 Steve Condell, 110 Neville Ray, 111 M Thomas, 112 Stuart Hall. George and 4X left the yard with a 20, and that's a 20 only. On camp now, we have 106 Link Smith, MC One Time Heaven at the gate. We'll have 108, so we'll take one out after this run. Joe Beers is a scratching, so we go to 108. Jeremy Storia, 109. Steve Condell, 110. Neville Ray, 111. M Thomas, 112. Stuart Hall, 113. Aaron Graham, 114 is out. 115 will be Travi Bandy, 116 Andrew Cotter, and our final one, 117 Lockie Sim. Jeremy Storia and Super Duck leave the yard with a camp score of 21.
1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 3 4 left 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 left. Right, so that's working. Got signal into there. Yeah, you're right. 1 2. I now got signal into there. Cool.
On camp now, we're watching 109, Steve Condell and Dial Destiny at the gate, 110, Neville Ray, West End Nacho, 111 will be M. Thomas, Hazelwood Concord, 112, Stuart Hall Martin, 113, Aaron Graham Buckaroo, 114 is out, 115, Travi Bandy, 116, Andrew Cotter, and our final rider, 117. Steve Condell and Dial Destiny left the yard with the 22, and that was a 22 only.
So welcome to day 3 of the Berragoon incentive. We're just here with the Open, the Michael Glasser Memorial Open.
On camp now, we're watching 110, Neville Ray and West End Nacho at the gate, 111, M. Thomas, Hazelwood Concord, 112 will be Stuart Hall and Martin, 113, Aaron Graham Buckaroo, 114 is out, 115, Travi Bandy, 116, Andrew Cotter, and our final rider in our Michael Glasser Open Memorial, Lockie Sim and Lee Lucas, Candy Girl. We'd like to say a very big thank you to the Rowe family, Nick Rowe and family for the cattle here for our Open, our Stallions and our Open final this morning. A big thank you to Nick and Edwina for getting these cattle organised for us. Also a very big thank you to James Papworth, who has been carting our cattle for us throughout the weekend. So a very big thank you to James. M. Thomas and Hazelwood Concord lead the yard with a camp score of 16. That's a 16 only there for M. On camp now, we go to 112, Stuart Hall and Martin, 113, Aaron Graham Buckaroo, 114 is out, so 115, Travi Bandy, Bandy's Big Cade, 116, Andrew Cotter, and our final rider for our Open, our Michael Glasser Memorial Open here this morning, 117, Lockie Sim and Lee Lucas, Candy Girl.
So a great morning here at day 3 of the Berragoon incentive. The weather's a bit kinder to us today. We'll run through the morning card of the event. So we're just doing about our last 20 runs of the Open here. Then we'll be going into the Stallion shootout and then back for the Michael Glasser Memorial Open. final, and then will be a short break and over to the lead sail for a 12 o'clock start. The lead sail will be starting at 12 o'clock.
Stuart Hall and Martin leave the yard with a camp score of 15. In the camp, we have 113, Aaron Gray and Buckaroo. 114 will have a scratching, so we'll take one out. 115, Travi Bandy, Bandy's Big Kate. 116, Andrew Cotter, and our final rider, 117, Lockie Sim. For our Michael Glasser Memorial Open, we do have a cutout. At this stage, we do have 3 competitors on at 23. So we are thinking that at the completion of this open final, we are going to run those 3 competitors off. We got those 3 competitors sitting on those 23. We had Nick Rowe, Jade French, and Travi Bandy. So at this stage, we are thinking we might run them off at the completion of our camp drafting this morning. We are watching in our yard 113, Aaron Graham and Buckaroo. We have 117 competitors in this open. Following the open, we'll go on with our Stallion shootout. Our showcase of our Stallions here at the Berragoon ASH Stud Camp Draft. And then we do have our open final. On camp now, we are watching 115 in our yard, Travi Bandy and Bandy's Big Kate. 116 at the gate, Andrew Cotter, 2-stamp, and our final rider, 117, Lockie Sim and Lee Lucas Candiger. Trav and Bandy's Big Kate leaves the yard with a camp score of 22. Travi Bandy and Bandy's Big Kate had scores of 22, 63 and 4 for a total of 89. In camp we have 116 Andrew Cotter and 2-stamp, and our final rider in our Michael Glasser Memorial Open here this morning, 117 Lockie Sim and Lee Lucas Candiger. We have one more Toyota Luz Cruiser. We have one more car in our turning circle that we do need shifted, please. We've got trucks coming in and out. If we can please have that out of our way in our turning circle, please. Andrew Cotter leaves the yard with a camp score of 21. And that's a 21 only. In camp now we have 117, our final rider in our Michael Glasser Memorial Open Camp Draft here this morning. Lockie Sim running Lee Lucas Candy Girl. Lockie Sim and Lee Lucas Candy Girl lead the yard with a camp score of 22. And that's a 22 only. We will put some numbers together and bring back to you very shortly who and what we'll go through to our open final.
So that's the end of our open round there of the Michael Glasser Memorial Open and the Lyman Soda Collective Open. They're our major sponsor for the Open. And I think Will Durkin is just about to find himself in one of those shirts. And we're not far away from the Stallion Shootout, the Holbrook Vet Centre Stallion Shootout.
Just because we like mixing things up, Jenny, we have 3 competitors on a 23 there from our first round. We've got Jade French, the suspect. We have on Nick Rowe and Orange, and Travi Bandy and Estelle West SmartCon. They are going to run off those 23s. We need to get a winner as our highest cutout from our first round of our Open. They're going home with $500 cash from TPM Saddles, one of our great supporters here throughout the weekend. So Nick's just gone to grab Orange. We've got Travi Bandy and we got the suspect here ready to go. So we are going to run off those 23s to see who will take home the $500 cash, sponsored by TPM Saddles. We do have a car over there that Charlie has said it's about 5 seconds off getting towed with a tractor. EHU05E. If that is your car sitting there in the turning circle, please go and shift it right now before Charlie does with a tractor. So we will take an 87 or back into our open final. An 87 or better will get us back. That's 14 competitors will go back into our open final. An 87 or better.
Righto, so we've got the cutout, and Beck will bring you those three riders.
We're going to have first out will be Travi Bandy, Westdale, Smart Con. 2 will be Jade French and The Suspect, and 3 will be Nick Rowe and Orange. They are running off for the $500, kindly sponsored by TPM Saddles for our highest cutout in the first round of the Michael Glasser Memorial Open. A very, very big thank you to the whole family there that have been long-time supporters of the Berragoon event. So we will run off our highest scoring cutout. We'll have number 1 will be Travi Bandy, 2 will be Jade French, 3 will be Nick Rowe. Followed by our cutout, we will go ahead with our Stallion shootout. We have 15 Stallions, which we will have a straight shootout. There's no final for that Stallions. They just have their 1 round shootout, and that will be followed by the open final. We have 14 competitors. We're just getting a draw out to our competitors very shortly.
So we're about to start the cutout, the top cutout for the Michael Glasser Memorial Open. So Bandy goes to the top of the camp. Coming in with a 23, I'd reckon. Bandy left and right. Calls his gate. Pressure on. Next up, Jade French. 2-3, Lucy. Perfect. 2-3 for Travis Bandy. And a beautiful horse. And in steps Jade French, riding the Suspect. He's going to have to go here, ladies and gentlemen. 23 to chase down. He pulls the hat down, ready to go. This is the Suspect and Jade French. Perfect. Jade French moves to the star, the front of the yard. Goes left and right, and that's a naughty cow, Stevie.
So on the camp for our next competitor in the cutout, the open top cutout, proudly sponsored by TPM Saddles. And TPM Saddles was established by Tim and Marie in 2010. Their saddles represent the kind of craftsmanship that's getting harder to find. Handcrafted with decades of experience in the industry. Every saddle reflects years of horsemanship and a commitment to the gear that performs as well in the camp draft arena as it does on the property. Tim is an active camp drafter, challenge competitor, giving first-hand experience to show his design and choices. So TPM Saddles, thank you very much. 2-5. No. 20. 25? No. 22.5. Bingo. I should have been down at the Bowls Club this morning playing bingo. 22.5 the score there. So with Trav Bandy's our winner of the cutout there with a top score of 23 points. So well done, Trav, and you'll be able to go and enjoy your prize from our sponsor of the camp draft, the top cutout tramp draft, TPM Saddles. So Trav Bandy wins the cutout there. $500 for with a score of 23. Well done.
If we could please have someone for the front gate, if we could have someone just jump out there for Triggsy on the front gate, please.
We just need a car move for transport here. It's a white Kia, an SUV, a white Kia SUV. D for Delta, P for Papa, 5, 1, L for Lima, B for Bravo. DP 51LB, and it's a white Kia just near the grandstands. We've got to do some running repairs obviously over there, so if you have a white family mover, a white Kia parked over near the Sale Arena, and we need that car moved immediately.
Righto, so we've got our first three competitors, Jade French, Brad Daunt and Jeremy Storia. The suspect is back in now. So in steps Brad Daunt riding Berragoon Beat, had a great challenge score in the dry work on Thursday, and now steps in Percussion Buick Sire.
Yeah, Jimmy. 1, 2, 3, 4. So some great prizes in our 1, 2, 3, 4.
And a 16 there for Berragoon Beat. In steps Jeremy Storia, Knip's Ransom. Number 5, Brendan Hart, Berragoon Rolex. Matt Davison out at number 6, Berragoon Conspiracy. Sally Moore.
So some great sponsors of our Stallion Camp Draft, of course. Holbrook Vet Centre sponsoring the Camp Draft. The Holbrook Vet Centre has a long-standing partnership with Berragoon. Oh. Well, millimetres in that one, Jimmy.
Yes, it was building nicely there.
Yes, of course, Holbrook Vet Centre is the major sponsor of the Stallions Camp Draft, specialising in the equine artificial breeding facilities, and one of the best on the East Coast.
Ransom 22-point round there, and in comes Rolex, Berragoon Rolex, Brendan Hart. They go to the front of the camp, had a nice dry work challenge as well. Calls for his gate. Nice swooping first peg. And Hart makes a changeover, pushes in hard now. Berragoon Rolex takes a big check out there now. He slows things down to weigh it all up, goes a bit of pace. Great little catch there from Hart. Works his way up. We could be having our first score out here, Harry. Tuck him into bed, Brendan.
He looks pretty good from here, Jimmy.
Bang, bang.
Fantastic. Great control there, Jimmy. Put himself in the right position. That's what we like to see out here. We'll wait for a score to come in. Brendan Hart and Berragoon Rolex.
21, 57 and a 4 for a total of 82 points. And puts him at the top of the pile. In steps Matt Davison. Berragoon Conspiracy. The Halley Conman. Owned by Grant Carroll. Chippity Chop. Davison and Conspiracy smash the first peg. Now they go to the changeover. He wants to hit the second as well, Harry.
Yeah, puts the applies the pace on there. Conspiracy reacts well.
Little slip. Gets a second peg this time now.
Yeah.
And that's all she wrote. Yeah.
Too many seconds ticking past there, but not a bad effort for Matt Davison.
A 20, a 50 and a 3 for a 73-point round.
73 points. He's got a score on the board, Matt Davison.
Say that one.
So the winner of the Stallion Camp Draft, Jimmy, Trinity, Adios, Holy Ghost Service Free.
Yes, very nice stone. Donated by Cody and Nat Law. And in steps Sally Moore on Silky Dynasty. She goes to the front of the camp, comes to the left, back to the right, building nicely here. Works nicely around the first peg. Bit of work to do on the first, but tightening up the second. This is Sally Moore and Dynasty. Starts to shape it up now. Sally Moore. Well ridden, Sally Moore. Pokes it up towards the gate. Lines it up. And a 22, a 55 and a 3 for an 80-point round.
Oh, look at our leaderboard, Jimmy. We've got 3 scores on there.
Yep, so we've got Brendan Hart. He's out in front on an 82. Sally Moore in second on an 80. And Matt Davison and Berragoon Conspiracy on a 73. At the front of the camp, Emma Webb and Western Acres. Nutrient Challenge winner. Bit of a show out here, Harry, I reckon. Here she comes.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, yes, yes. Emma Webb, here we go. Western Acres, a nice camp, a good first peg, and the second peg starting to tighten it up now. She makes the check. She's very good from here, O'Shea. Webb now goes through a bit of a scenic route. Still working well, Emma Webb.
So, of course, that's about halfway through our lineup, Jimmy, and our top cutout, sponsored by Linked, is equal 3 ways with scores of 22. So only placing in the Stallion draft from first to third. And of course our Stallion draft winner, Trinity Adios Oligo service fee. And the Stallion Camp Draft top cutout sponsored by Linked. And we've got 3 runners on 22 for the top cutout. And our leader is still Brendan Hart on 83 points.
So that'll be nose call for Berragoon Lure. In comes Michael Hiscock at number 10 on Newburn Buick. Lockie Sim, number 11 on Metallic Rain. And to number 12 is a scratching. Number 13, Emma Webb, Berragoon Gazman. Number 14, Travis Bandy, SmartCon. And number 15, Matt Davison, Berragoon Expose. So a lot of horse in the sale by Buick. One that comes to name is Berragoon Bounce. Hayden Turnbull has prepped her and played polo cross and draft her this weekend. So have a look at Buick here, ladies and gentlemen. Our previous winner of the Open here at Berragoon. Buick's in the yard, ladies and gentlemen. Michael Hiscock, Newburn Buick, goes left, goes right, calls his gate. Serious operator here, ladies and gentlemen. Hiscock and Buick, they're around the first peg. They start to tighten the second. Getting his eye in for this afternoon. Michael Hiscock and Buick, now they jump on it. Look at the pace out here from Buick. He opens up the superchargers, tucks it straight through the hay diddle. I reckon we might have a new leader, Harry.
Yeah, beautiful control out there. Pretty good cutout score as well. We wait for him to come through. I think you're right, Jimmy. We might have
22, 63 and a 4 for an 89-point round.
They'll take him to top. Take him clear by 6.
And in a shootout, Harry, you just got to go, and this man can go. Lockie Sim and Metallic Rain. First, top 3 get the prizes here today, so you got to go in the Stallion shootout. That's what we're here for. And if you want to see a horse cut out, ladies and gentlemen, jump to the front of the yard right now. Lockie Sim and Metallic Rain.
This is what I'm reading here.
So of course the Stallion Camp Draft top cutout sponsored by Linked. Lincoln McKinley's Business Linked works with stud stock and commercial producers to strengthen breeding programs and marketing outcomes with a focus on equine, livestock and reproduction programs supported by first-class auctioneering and sales day service. So Lincoln has been heavily involved in the preparation of this sale and all the way through to coming down and helping you break a few horses in, Jimmy.
Yes, that's right. Big part of our team now. And I tell you what, you're going to sponsor a cutout. This horse could take it straight out of everyone's hands. Big start, gotta go, gotta go, gotta go. Oh no, says Beck. But we'll get that top cutout score coming through. 2-2.
So we leave him on 22, Jimmy. A few on 22 now. What do we do with our if they all got the same score? No, yeah, I'm asking.
Generally a runoff, but we'll check how many cows we've got today, Harry. Anyway, in steps, Emma Webb, Berragoon Guzman, the Halicon man. You saw her brother go before with Matt Davison for a nice little round. And then we've got Travis Bandy on Smart Con. Here we go. Emma Webb, Guzman to the front of the yard. Two, three, Guzman, great work there. Oh yes, get going, Emma, she's working hard. Emma Webb fixes the hat on the job. And around she goes. Great work, Emma Webb and Berragoon Guzman. A clean round starts with a 23. For an 87-point round, finds herself in second place and the leader of the linked top cutout.
That's right. We've got a standalone winner on 23 points for the linked top cutout for the Stallion Camp Draft.
And I tell you what, Travis Bandy, he'll have something to say about that. He can cut out on this house. This is awesome. This is Smart Con.
Smart Con, Trav Bandy. Only 2 runs left, Jimmy. So we look at the pointy end of the leaderboard here.
Michael Hiscock, 89 points. Newburn Buick. Emma Webb, Guzman, 87.
And of course, Jimmy, you see some progeny out of all these colts most likely tomorrow.
Two, three. As the pressure rises, the riders rise as well, Harry. 23 in the linked cutout. So we've got 2 at 23. In steps Matt Davison and Berragoon Expose. And we will be running those 2 cutouts off unless Matt Davison produces at 24.
Oh, well, we might get a 24 yet.
So 89 points to chase down in this staying shootout. 1 round, winner takes all. Michael Hiscock at the top of the pile. Davison just... The Ravers XL. Full brother to Berragoon Beaches. Davison to the top of the yard. Goes left. Goes right. Calls the gate.
Get up. There it is.
So 22, the cutout there for Matt Davison, and we'll run off the Emma Webb first. This is for the top cutout, the link top cutout. We'll run out Emma Webb first on Berragoon Guzman, followed by Trav Bandy on Smart Con. 23, the scores there. So we'll run those 2 off for our linked top cutout in the Stallions draft.
So we'll run this cutout, these 2 runs, and then we'll present the Stallion shootout winners. So those 3 top riders.
Those 3 top riders and one of these 2 riders, Jimmy.
This is Emma Webb, Berragoon, Gazman.
For the linked cutout and the Stallion draft competition. Well, she had him right up on the fence there, Jimmy.
Bang, bang. Puts the pressure on Bandy.
Good score. 2. I can't see. 23. 23 to score there.
23. Here comes Trav Bandy. Let's go. Travis Bandy, son of Scott and Tanya. He's got the sleeves rolled up this morning. I reckon he's ready to put on a show like he did last night, chasing Stevie Bowen around the polocross field.
23 to beat, Jimmy.
Bandy up to the front. Here we go. Smart Con and Bandy right up there. Taking paint off the gate now.
Yeah.
Left and right, right and left.
It's all or nothing here in the shootout.
Out he goes.
Shootout.
Look at him. Cool as a cucumber. 2-4.
Oh, Will!
2 what?
2-3.
2-3. Let's go again. So we go again. Give us. Righto. Good viewing here. This is why we love getting Will Durkin down to judge. He gives us great viewing. Now, Emma Webb steps back in.
She's got him up on the fence again. Oh, pressure.
Here we go. Travis Bandy, let's see the game plan from the man. A great effort from these 2 riders, Bandy and Emma Webb. They go one more time. We just have that score come through, Lucy. 16. 16. So he's got to be clean here, Bandy. Up the front he goes. Smart Con left and right. Calls the gate. Tough one. Tough one. Let's go again. Here comes Travis Bandy to the front. Calls the gate. Out he goes.
No! What was that, a 17?
6-1.
17. 17.
That's the winner.
It's all over. Travis Bandy and Smart Con. You take out the link top cutout. And now for the HVC Stallion shootout, your winner, Michael Hiscock and Newburn Buick.
All right, can we go out?
So those 3 top competitors, Emma Webb, Brendan Hart, and Michael Hiscock to the front, and Trav Bandy for your top cutout, please. So those 4 competitors, and Will Durkin will present this right away. Yep.
So the Stallion camp draft sponsored by the Holbrook Vet Centre. And if we have anyone from Holbrook Vet Centre here, Seamus is on the paperwork, but I haven't seen him here. Anyone from Holbrook Vet Centre to come and present these prizes, that'd be great. If we can just grab Will out here too, thank you. So we thank the Rowe family for the cattle here today. And we start with third prize in our Stallion Camp Draft, sponsored by the Holbrook Vet Centre. And the third prize goes to Brendan Hart and Berragoon Rolex with a score of 82. Congratulations. And to second, Emma Webb and Berragoon Gasman, score of 87. Who? Oh. And we have Scott Cooper here presenting our winning prize to Michael Hiscock, a Mewburn Buick, with a score of 89. Put your hands together, ladies and gentlemen. And that's a service fee to Trinity Adios Ogley. And donated by Yarrow Park Stock Horses, Cody and Natalie Law. So thank you very much for your support here. A great prize. And our top cutout, which was sponsored by Linked, goes to Trap Bandy and Smart Out, Smart Con. And that completes our Stallion draft. Well done to all our competitors, and congratulations to our winners, and we'll turn around and get a photo. Up for grabs here in the Michael Glasser Memorial Open competition, sponsored by Lime and Soda Collective. Of course, we have the winner receiving a Smith Family Congressman service fee, sponsored by. Yeah. We've got Darcy O'Sullivan out there. Brian and Lynn Proctor sponsoring the service fee, the Congressman out here. And of course the beautifully handmade Michael Glasser Memorial Perpetual Trophy. And we'll have Jody, Martin and Lincoln to present that. And Lincoln's going to join us for a few words about this new prize. So some amazing prizes there, Jimmy.
So, yes, scores are in. Travis Bandy, you had an 83 for a total of 173. And Darcy O'Sullivan, a 22, and added with your first round score of 87, gives you a 109. In steps, Lockie Sim, Enchanted Acres, he comes on an 88-point round. So he'll be looking to put together a big score on his home turf in the Lime and Soda Open. Lockie Sim, big start here, going to work on Enchanted Acres, 88 points. Coming in. A 16 start for Lockie Sim. Worked very hard on the first peg, but got it done now. Sim working his way around the second. And we'll wait for that score to come through. 16.45 and a 3 for a total of 64 points to go with his 88. Put a 152 puts him into second place, and now Elmer Webb at number 4. Royal Time to Fly. .23 start for Emma Webb. Next in, Morgan Webb at number 5. Travis Bandy, number 7. And in the meantime, Emma Webb slams one home. Coming in with an 88-point round, a 23 start. For a 62 and a 4 for an 89. Combined with a first round 88, puts her on a 177 and puts her in the lead.
Morgan Webb on the camp now on Bayless Bliss. He comes into this run with an 89, so sitting pretty nicely, Morgan is. We see him draft out a cow now. We'll see score in the yard. Calls for the gate. Morgan Webb.
22 start, good first peg. We were going to see blue versus pink in Emma and Morgan versus each other, and we're just seeing the standard of these two, one after another out here. Webb and Bliss.
Yeah, one gate to go, Jimmy, as he rounds up the final peg, and he's going to have a nice little score here as well. Be close, this one.
That's not bad, Harry, not bad.
22, 64 and 4 for a 90. Score a 90 for Morgan Webb, which brings him in with an 89 of 179. We have a new leader in the Open Camp Draft Final, the Michael Glasser Memorial Open Camp Draft Final, sponsored by Lime and Soda Collective.
Yes, and that looks very good for last night's Calcutta, whoever brought Morgan Webb. So if you haven't done your reserve forms, see Chloe at the office here. So if you have not put in your reserve forms, please go and see Elders Chloe at the office, please.
Yeah, I think he went for about $1,200. Well, that might have been Travis. I know there was a couple that went down for $1,200.
That's this afternoon. It's just Morgan. Good first peg, good start here, Travis Bandy. He's chasing down these points now. 22 start. Checks the pony up now. Goes straight to the gate approach and then jumps on it just like that. Beautiful riding, Bandy. 22 to go with his 89. 63 and a 4. So an 88 and an 89 accumulates to 177. Great work, Bandy. Next in. Trent Boulay, Connor Cat.
$16 for the camp out there. Trent Boulay on Connor Cat. Oh. And a total score of 104. So Trap Bandy on Bandy's Big Kate. In the camp at the moment. He's coming in on the back of an 89 as well. So we'll see what he can do out here. Travis Bandy. Bandy's Big Kate. And of course the Michael Glasser Open Memorial Trophy will be presented out here by Jody Martin and Lincoln McKinlay. A beautifully handcrafted trophy by Jade Hall. You can actually see that beautiful trophy up there on the stand next to Lucy. So thank you very much for your time to make that, Jay Hall. And a very special prize to win as we see Bandy. No dice there, 16 for the camp. 105 the score for Travis Bandy. So just a quick run through our leaderboard, Jimmy, as we're about halfway through the runners of this Michael Glasser Memorial Open Camp Draft. First place, Morgan Webb. And equal second, Emma Webb and Travis Bandy, with scores Morgan on 179 and the equal second 177 with 5 or 6 runners to go. Jimmy, who's on the camp there now?
And in steps Matt Davidson on Berragoon Exposed. Number 10, Lockie Sim, Metallic Rain. Number 11, Travis Bandy, Contessa. So here we watch Matt Davison, Berragoon Exposed. They go up to the front, come in on an 88-point round. Ooh, ducks and dives. $17 start, and that's all she wrote for a 105 for Matt Davis. In steps Lockie Sim, Metallic Rain. Travis Bandy, 11, Contessa. Number 12, Lockie Sim, Royal Ella. Number 13, Sean Lynch, Spot On. Number 14, Morgan Webb, Spinner Storm. Lockie Sim, local rider. Lockie Sim, good start, good first peg, working way around second peg, going well here. Lockie Sim, a Metallic Rain, building into a big run here. Gets a changeover, slices up, pumps it through. Lockie Sim, put your hands together, great run.
So also coming off an 89, Jimmy, Lockie Sim.
22, a 62 and a 4 for a total of 88 again, Harry.
Equals second on 177. 3 on 177 and standalone on 179. Still Morgan Webb on Baylor's Bliss.
Bandy, well, he'll throw the challenge down. And that's all she wrote for Bandy and Contessa. Next in, Lockie Sim, Royal Ella. Number 13, Sean Lynch, Spot On. And number 14, Morgan Webb, Spinner Storm. 89, 89 and 88-point round, so all in with a big chance here. But I tell you what, you need a big run to chase down the 90-point final run from Barley Bliss and Morgan Webb. Also, 3 big runs to go. Lockie Sims, Sean Lynch, Morgan Webb, all trying to chase down a 179. Held by Morgan Webb. Good start, Lockie Sim. Nice first peg. Working well here. Royal Ella. Bit of pace. 22 start. Hoops around the second. Hoops around the second again. And that's all she wrote there for Lockie Sim and Royal Ella. We'll get your score in 1 second. 89 and a 22 start. 45 and a 3 for a 70. 159.
179 to beat, Jimmy.
That's right.
Morgan Webb.
Sean Lynch and Spot On come in with an 89. He'll have a crack.
And Morgan Webb on Bayala Bliss out in front. And it's 179.
He's the only man that can beat Morgan Webb in this draft this year. Sean Lynch, here we go.
Spot On.
Spot On, exactly.
Coming off an 89 in the camp now. He's got his
Moves
beast to the
forward.
gate.
Left and right.
This is where it all happens. Keep your eyes on it.
Bang. 2-3 start. Great work on the first peg. Come and saw us in the commentary box. Gets a change over. Lynch. Sean Lynch working hard on Spot On. He's spot on with his second peg. Now he goes to work. Here comes Sean Lynch and Spot On. Lines up his gate. Presses the button.
He's just got to finish it through the gate. Put your hands together, ladies and gentlemen. Could be a score to track down. He started out on an 89. Same as our leader did, so we'll come down to the points we see come through from our judges now. He got a 23 on the camp. And what was the score, sorry? 89. And an 89 out there, so he's one short of our leader. 178 score there for Sean Lynch and Spot On. So Morgan Webb and By Ali Bliss sit on top there of 179, 1 run to come. So he's, and that's Morgan Webb again on the camp here. O'Brien, Spennerstorm. Well, there'll be a good field going into the camp now for him, Jimmy.
That's right.
Competition against himself.
Maybe
now.
not as much now. Morgan Webb, you're looking at your Memorial Open champion right here, ladies and gentlemen.
The first time recipient of the Michael Glasser Memorial Trophy. And
give us a fist pump. You just won the Open, Morgan Webb.
not how you would want to finish, but well done. We'll pick up with our presentations in just a few moments' time. Just give us a minute to get organised here. Well done to our competitors. And again, a huge sponsor to our sponsor of the Open Camp Draft, our Michael Glasser Memorial Open, sponsored by Lime & Soda, and all of the Berragoon team here this weekend looking so stylish, especially you, Stevie Bowen, have been dressed in Lime & Soda Collective. So thank you very much for your support, and we'll make our presentations here in a short moment. So if we can come out, anyone who got a placings there. Right. Okay, so we'll get underway with our Michael Glasser Memorial Open camp draft here, sponsored by Lime and Soda Collective. Thank you very much for Lime and Soda. They've been decking out the Berragoon team throughout the weekend, so thank you for your support. Again, thank you to the Nick Rowan family for the cattle here. And we will firstly have our top cutout, which is sponsored by TPM Saddles. And we have Tim McLaughlin here to present this. And the top cutout of $500 and a Yeti Cup goes to Trav Bandy on SmartCon. So well done. And now we start with the prizes for our Lime and Soda Collective, and thank you once again for your support. So we had a three-way third, so in fourth position we have Trav Bandy and Hazelwood Goldman, Con Goldman, sorry. And as I mentioned, a three-way third here with a score of 177. Travis Bandy, Smart Con, Anna Webb, Royal Time to Fly, and Lockie Sim, Metallic Rain. So in second prize was Sean Lynch on Spot On with a 178. And while we hand those prizes out, we have a very special prize here to present this weekend, and that is our Michael Glasser Memorial Perpetual Trophy, which was handmade by Jay Hall. It's a beautiful trophy here, and will be presented by Jody Martin and Lincoln McKinlay. And before we present that, I'd like to invite forward Lincoln McKinlay to say a few words about this great prize that will transcend time in such a great event. Lincoln. As we present that to our winner, Morgan Webb, on Bailey Bliss with a 179. And to congratulate Morgan and say a few words, I'll hand you over to Lincoln.
Yeah, thanks, Harry. This is a special one for a lot of us here today, and a big congratulations to Morgan on winning the first Michael Glasser Perpetual Trophy, and a big thanks to Jay Hall for putting that trophy together for us. For those of you who didn't know Michael Glasser, most of you probably did, particularly in this part of the world. He started his career at VPC down here in Victoria, and then went across to Elders and was an instrumental part of the early days of the Elders stud stock team, and then went on to create a legacy of his own in GDSM with his wife Marion. I'm sure many of you know Maz and what Maz and Michael did for not only so many of us here today, but right throughout the stud stock industry through Victoria, southern central New South Wales, and up into southern Queensland as well. Was absolutely incredible, and Michael was a wonderful supporter of young people, and a great mentor of mine, and a great friend of Jody and mine. We worked together with Michael for quite some time, and what Jody did, what Michael and Jody and Maz and the whole team did for the Grills family and the Berragoon sale way back in the beginning was absolutely incredible, and we wouldn't be here today having this whole event without Michael's input on the whole program. So a big thank you to Michael and Maz, and congratulations again to you, Morgan. Very well deserved, and we thank you all very much. Thank you.
Thank you, Lincoln, and very kind words for, as I said, a prize that will transcend time here at this great event. So to present our prizes now to our winner, we also have from K. Renee Saddle Cloth, so we have Kelsey Rollins to present that to our winner, Morgan. And also being presented with a service fee to Smith Family Congressmen, proudly supported by Brian and Lynn Proctor, who we may find on the grounds here at the moment. But congratulations to you, Morgan. An amazing array of prizes there. And we just have 2 more prizes to give out there. The highest scoring local rider, which is sponsored by Fellow Hills Pastoral, 200 cash, and that goes to the local man, Lockie Sim. All right. And the highest scoring lady rider in the first round, which is sponsored by Tumor Jewelers, which is a $250 gift voucher, goes to Emma Webb on Royal Time to Fly. So well done. And a big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. No. Yeah. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for the open draft, the Michael Glasser Memorial Open Draft. Well done to our competitors. Forget our judge there, standing out here from early this morning, Will Durkin. So thank you very much to our judge, and a great job and well done. You also get to see Will Durkin and Michael Hiscock do battle out here in the King of the Sands, where we did the horse pool draw last night, and that'll be great. So we'll pick that program up again this afternoon.